What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nautical Narratives. I am your narrator, the one, the only, Mr. First Class. So, really quickly, I pray everybody is having a wonderful one. I thank you guys for watching these videos. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. As y'all can clearly see, that takes a toll on me to even try to remember to say all that. But again, if you like the content, I appreciate y'all for even checking me out, even listening to me babble about my career. But like I said, if y'all like the content, you know what to do. And if you have any, suggestions, any stories that you would like to hear, maybe something that I haven't talked about yet, maybe maybe one of those moments where maybe you've been through something and you want to see like what was my experience during that time or through this particular iteration of boot camp or something. But either way, just let me know, and I am very quick and prompt on being able to like respond to people, because again, the fact that you took your time to even speak out or to reach out, I try to honor people's time as much as I possibly can. Obviously, I have a family, I have things going on in my own life, but I will do my best to try to address them as quickly as possible. Now, with that being said, speaking of boot camp, this is going to be a boot camp story. This is about the time that we had to make the ceiling rain. Now, as I get through the story, you'll understand what making the ceiling rain means. So the way that this day happens as normal. Boot camp is like normally 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We get up, we PT, we go to breakfast, we go to class, then we come back, go to lunch again, go to another class. You may PT again, depending on, and then other things are happening in the midst of all this. So like sometimes people are having to break off for doctor's appointments, sick call, things like that. Normal things, right? Well, you have to be able to swim in the Navy to get through boot camp. Obviously, I'm sure there have been some people who have skated and slipped through the cracks or whatever. But in my particular situation, in my instance, this is 2001. This is right after 9/11. They are definitely making sure everybody can swim. This is super important. And I didn't see anybody that they was letting out. There were people that they were holding over. But either way, we had a swim day. The people that knew how to swim obviously passed that swim day and went on about their life and never had to really think about swimming again in boot camp. Myself, though, because I did not pass or I didn't even attempt, I just knew like, hey, man, I ain't about to risk my life trying to do this thing that I know I cannot do. So I don't do that. I go over to hey, anybody that doesn't know how to swim or thinks that they can't pass this, go over there. All right, I'm going over there. Well, this particular day is one of the days that I have to leave my unit early. And I have to leave my unit early so that I can go practice swimming. So I probably leave the unit, let's say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, we are out on the grinder or the parking lot, because all the grinder is in the Navy is a hard surface in order to march on. And we're using the parking lot. So we're in the parking lot. We're working on our facing movements and all that with marching. Well, obviously I'm like, hey, because we stopped because people are messing up. she stops and I say, hey, I got to get up out of here. I got to go swim. And so she's like, all right, and what they basically do is, because I'm like medium height, military wise, or at least Navy wise in the unit, somebody has to fill in that spot, and they work it the way that it works. It's shortest in the front of the formation, tallest in the back. And so, somebody has to fill in for my height. So somebody fills in for me. I go to swim, and I'm doing what I can do at swimming. Obviously, I'm still not super proficient, but it was a good day. I felt like I almost passed, but it just wasn't there yet. But I'm good. I'm hyped, and I'm headed back. Well, I get back to my barracks. By the time I get back, it's probably 9 o'clock, right? Because that was the other thing. If you have a situation where like you have to leave the unit and you need to go eat, you have to then go by yourself to go eat. So I went to go eat, and then I head back to my unit. Now, I head back to my unit, and what I walk into is pandemonium. Let's go with that. Let's just go with that. I step in, and there is screaming going on as soon as I walk in. And I'm like, oh God, what has happened that I don't know about? So my chief, so we have a chief, we have a first class, and we have a second class who are our RDCs, or recruit division commanders. These are basically people who have been in the fleet, who have gone to a special training, who now know how to train recruits. So the second class is a female. And man, anyway, sorry, I had a moment there. She was definitely a sight to behold. But anyway, so she was the one that was with us while we were marching or practicing our marching. And so when I leave, I come back. The chief is the one that is in the office or inside of our barracks, and he is losing it. And what he says to us, and again, I don't understand what's going on. He says, oh, so you want to make my RDC cry? Oh God. Okay. I am very much like, oh God, what did y'all do? Like, that's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm like, what did y'all do? Because right now I ain't trying to speak to nobody, because he owned one. And so I'm like, oh God, this ain't gonna be good. Oh, so y'all want to make my RDC cry? Push your racks back. That is not something. If you've never been in the military, or if you have, you know for a fact, if this has ever happened to you, that is some of the scariest words that you have ever heard in your life. Push the racks back. So the racks are our bunk beds, and they do not sit on the wall. They sit away from the wall so that you can walk by them. So it's easy to get past the beds, to walk around, depending on, if there was an emergency, or just being able to get to the bathroom or whatever. But it's just, there is a walkway on the outside of our bunks. Well, pushing them back means push them all the way to the wall. Then he proceeds to say to us, close the windows. So we had the windows that wind to close. So they're like this, and as you wind, they slowly come in. So he's like, close all the windows. Mind you, I am cutting out all of the colorful language that he is using, because he isn't just saying push the racks back. He's saying push the effing racks back. But remember, these is for my babies, so I try to keep the cuss words out. Either way, he like I said, he is livid. And so, oh, that's the other part. Change clothes. So we're going to go and get out of them uniforms that you're in right now. And we're going to get into our PT clothes. Our PT clothes, back in the day, they called them the Smurfs. Basically, blue hoodie. It had this like big gold circle emblem of the United States Navy in the middle. It had the bird and the whole nine, whatever. And sweatpants to go with it. Cool. So we put those on, and he says, get in position. Get in position. Push up position. And he says, you are going to move to my cadence or to my rhythm. So however fast or slow I say to do these, this is what we're going to do. You're going to match that energy. Mind you, at this point, you also have, so the second class, she's in the room, but she's not talking. The first class is in the room. He's definitely talking. He is most assuredly speaking to us in the most unkind of ways. But either way, so push up position. And they say, all right, get ready. Up, 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 up. That means as fast as they have been saying up, you should have been down and up. So, and we're pushing them. 20 of them, right? Flip over onto your, and you already know what he's telling us. Flip over. So we flip over, sit up position. Same speed, same cadence. Up, 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 up. Stop. Flip back over on your stomachs. And so all we doing is push-ups and sit-ups, push-ups and sit-ups, over and over and over again. To the point that because the windows are closed and we are creating so much body heat that not only are our uniforms completely drenched, our PT gear is completely drenched, the ceiling has started to gain condensation and drip down onto us. That is what it means to make the ceiling rain. And then at that point, so this is another quick tidbit that not everybody would know. So each RDC has a workout card. Each individual RDC can use that card to work you out, but they can only work you out for so long. But another RDC can come in, and with their card, they can then work you out for the same amount of time on their card. It's just a card that's got a bunch of workouts on it. So, like I said, I think we worked out for probably an hour and a half. But again, just back and forth at that breakneck speed of push-ups and sit-ups over and over and over again until it was time for bed at 11. Then they were like, all right, cool. Now, oh, no showers. Oh no. Cause y'all don't know how to be respectful. You made my RDC cry. Let's go and get in them beds. So now you are wet. Your uniform is drenched from sweat. The floors are wet. Now go on and get in bed and go to sleep. And think about what you've done. That's how it went. That was that day. That was the moment that I was like, yo, this is wild. I had never in my life been in a situation where the room was so hot that the ceiling was literally dropping water from it because of how much, steam almost, it seemed like, had gotten up on the ceiling. But and to have created it with my own body is diabolical. For real. But that is, yeah, that's the boot camp that I was in. I don't know what boot camp looks like now. From what I've heard, boot camp is a lot easier. It's a lot less strenuous. But yeah, 2001, that's how we made the ceiling rain. So with that being said, as always, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Y'all know. Anyway, with that being said, as always, fair winds and following seas, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. All right.